Hello, welcome back to my channel, Dorita Betty, as usual. I thank you so much for the support you've given me by subscribing to my channel and by always liking my videos. If you've not yet subscribed, please do subscribe because you're missing out a lot. I've come with a topic and its title is How to Show God's Love to Other People. How are you supposed to show God's love? There are so many ways you can show love to people of God, but I've come with some points, a few points actually, which you can use, and I know they'll give you good results of showing God's love to other people. Actually, it's a commandment which was given to us by our Lord, and you find it in 1 John chapter 4 verse 21. Read it very carefully. You're going to see. If you want to know more still, you can read 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4 to 7. And I'm going to start by explaining what really love is. To me, love is kind, love is patient, love doesn't envy, love is not arrogant, and it's not rude. So if you're following those steps, you're showing good love to other people. You know, sometimes when you talk about love, people think about a man and a woman being in a relationship, but it's way bigger than that. Yeah, I can show love to someone I've just seen. Let's say someone I've met, maybe like a workmate, a homeless person, maybe my neighbor, anyone in my community, like where I live, you get it. Yeah, you can show it to your relatives and all that, but it doesn't mean that you have to stop with your relatives, your family and all that. No, you have to show love like to everybody, even your enemies. The Lord talks about us praying for our enemies. Yeah, not to hurt them, but to pray for them so that they change, even, you get. And yeah, uh, let's go ahead and we see like what really you are supposed to do to show love to others. Number one, you can find it in the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 25, which is about praying for others. You know, God believes our prayers of believers. If you were a believer and you see maybe a sister or a neighbor or your friend or relative or your son, anyone, your daughter, anyone, or your lover, and like, okay, let's use your husband or your wife because I don't want to take into flirting and all that, and they have a problem, or you're seeing them, they are not okay, or they need some help, you know, the most important way you can show them love is to pray for them, because remember, God is the answer to everything. I remember we used to sing a song in high school, which was like, Jesus is the answer for everything, you know, for the world today. Yeah. And whenever you pray for them, you're showing love to them, however much they're not seeing you. Let's say you're doing it like silently and quiet, you know, but still at the end of the day, you're showing them godly love, because I can give an example. There are so many things God is doing for us, and you find that we don't sometimes even know that He has worked on that. Not until sometime has passed and you're like, wow, well, God worked on this really, because there are some things you can pray about and you even forget, and then after looking and you're like, what, God worked on this. So it's the same thing. Praying for others is important. Then another point is in Proverbs chapter 27 verse 3, which talks about rebuking others. Don't leave your friends or anyone like live in sin. If you're seeing like someone is doing something which is bad, there is a way you can always help them. How are you going to help them out? By showing them the right way, by showing them, correcting them. Let's say, yeah, if it's your child, let's say, and the person is doing something which is wrong, are you going to just leave them? Of course you're going to rebuke them, or your sister, or anyone, or a neighbor, and you're seeing like something is bad, you know, it's going to cause them like to go astray, and you know, maybe it can even lead to other problems, even physical problems. How are you going to help them? Of course, by rebuking them. And if you rebuke them, you get also a reward. You get blessings like from God. And in Matthew chapter 18, 21 and 22 talks about forgiveness. Always forgive others. I know sometimes it's hard to forgive, you know. You feel like that person did this to me, I don't feel I'll ever forgive them. But with God, everything is possible. Even forgiveness is possible. I've seen people who are really having hatred, like in their minds and in their heart, and they're like, those people did this to me, I'll never forgive them, and all that. But the moment they surrender to Jesus, they be like, I've forgiven them, and they find it even easier. I don't know, it's only God who knows what he has. Even if you find, I think you've ever seen, like, you see someone who has been really bad, someone who has been with that strong heart, you know, someone you feel like for them they're difficult and all that. When they are saved, they become so soft, and you wonder, because Jesus himself is soft-hearted, like, you know, he doesn't have this strong heart which is like strong like a stone or whatever, this stone heart, whatever, you know. Jesus himself, yeah, I've seen men cry, I've seen strong women cry, not because they are crying because they have problems and what, but because they've found out the truth, that because they've received Jesus, you know. There is a way you feel. So even forgiving someone is really, really simple when you have Jesus in you. And trust me, with God you can always forgive. And whenever you forgive someone, it shows that you love that person, it shows love to them. You get it? Yeah, because I've also seen people are like, me, what I did, do you think I'll ever be forgiven? Sometimes they even ask you, do you think God can forgive me for what I did? You get? So it's the same thing. When you forgive them, you relieve them, and still they feel like, wow, I'm needed, you know. They feel like they are important to people. Then my other point is to introduce other people to Christ, and always help them to walk in that journey with Christ. How are you going to do it? You can read John chapter 1 verse 35 to 42, and Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24 to 25. Yeah, you're there. Like, you know, remember the Bible tells us not to be selfish. In my previous video, whereby I talked about the 2020 goals to show that to grow more faithful in God, I brought still a point which is similar to this. And you find that some people are selfish, or we are selfish. God has given you something, God has blessed you, you know. Choosing you among all those people, it's not something like which just came abruptly. It was in God's plan. Remember, the Bible says that if God has like this reckless love, in that, like, okay, when he can leave the 99 and goes and looks for one sheep, and when that one sheep is good, all the heavens, they do celebrate. All the heavenly beings, they do celebrate because of that one soul which has come back to the family of God, to the kingdom of God. So it's the same thing. When you snatch someone away, you know, in this time specifically, and you bring them back to your Father, it shows that you're showing God's love, you know. Yes, he's not the one who has come down to go and get that person, but still God has used you. His Spirit has used you to go and you get that one person out of those other people who are there. There are so many people who really want even to listen to God's word, but they've not gotten a chance. They are there. You look at countries like China, like Japan. Look at those Arabic countries, Turkey, Pakistan, and all that. You know, Christianity is still scarce in those areas. People have underground churches. For us, we are free. Like, we can worship God even 24/7, you know, and no one is stopping you, no one is like, you know, tapping on your hand, and you find that you're okay. So it's the same thing, you know. When you get someone, introduce them to Jesus, and when you introduce them, don't just leave them there. I'm telling you, the person who has mentored me got me like when I knew nothing. Like I grew okay knowing Jesus and all that, but I didn't know a lot, like in too deep, you know. And he made me realize, you know, who I am. He made me know Jesus more, and up to now that person is still mentoring me. I think now it's coming to 7 years and he's still with me, you get it. So it's the same thing, and it's what also I'm trying to do. When I get someone, I want always to visit them. I know sometimes it's kind of hard because I have a day job, I do this video thing, I have like a lot of things I do, I have so many other side things I do, and you find that maybe I don't have time. But I always want, like when I've touched on someone, I've introduced them to Jesus, I have to follow them up. Yeah, because that is what our dad wants us to do. We've been showing people love through other ways. There is also this other way you have to try out. Learn to sacrifice. You know, what do I mean when I say sacrificing? Learn to put other people's needs before yours, you get. And actually you're supposed to do this humbly, you know, by not showing other people. I've seen people who do something, let's say they've helped someone, or they've donated some money somewhere to go and operate that person and all that. Let us not be like these celebrities. At the end of the day, for them, they are selling their work, they are selling their business, you get. But you're doing something whereby it's you and God who is supposed to know, you get. Even the Bible says it, that when you're going to pray, do it inside. When you're donating, you don't have to show other people. It's talked about, yeah, in Ecclesiastes. So when you're doing something for another person, do it humbly, you get. Don't go on singing and showing other people, hey, I got something for that person. You know what, that cloth that person is putting on, it's me who invested in her or in him, you get. Just do it humbly, you know. If you maybe you wanted to go and do something, and you find that maybe someone needed some help, and you feel like maybe that thing is more important than what you were going to do, sacrifice the time, go and help that person out. I remember I saw a video, it was a video I saw on Facebook, I think. Yeah, there is a gentleman who is advice about life and all that kind of stuff. So this gentleman comes in, and you know, he was applying for a job, but they didn't know actually the CEO of the company, and they've been there for some time, like maybe 10 years, and they've not been knowing the CEO. Now a chance comes in, they're applying for another bigger post in the same company, and now the CEO comes in, and she's putting on ragged clothes, you know, she's all looking, you know, like not the CEO. And the lady tests the two gents who are applying for a post, and he says, please help me out, I need to help me. The other one's like, you a cleaner, we can't help you, just leave us. Then the other one was like, please ma'am, let me help you out, you get. He sacrificed his time. Remember, he's going for an interview, but he was like, let me first help you out, then I go. Reaching in a boardroom, he finds that the person he helped out, actually, he is that person is the CEO of the company. Guess what happened? I think you've already got it. The guy won the job, and actually he wasn't looking that nice, and the one who was undermining people and like not sacrificing any time and all that ended up not getting the job. So it's the same thing. Learn to sacrifice. However much you have a lot on your plate, you can always try to divide that time or anything. Or I don't know, let's say you have two shirts and you see one person has one shirt, you can, yeah, you can give that out, and at least for you can afford, you know. Sometime maybe another time you're going to get something which is more bigger than that, or you're going to give out one shirt and you end up getting 5 without even using your money. God has his ways, he does things, yeah. And that still will be showing love to other people. Then another point is donation. You know, I'm an African, and always Africans want to be, I don't know how to say it, Africans, we want to always be looked people who can't, you know. We want, I don't know how to bring it, like to look at us with mercy, you know. We want people to have mercy on us. We don't have anything, what. And you find that that's why I'm seeing, sometimes I sit and I'm like, why is it that some people are blessed more than the others rather? Because they give out more, they donate, they know. Remember, even the Bible talks about that if you give, you also get. If you donate, you get it because you're helping out other people. That one, that law in the Bible is not only about people who accepted Christ, even a person who didn't do that, because remember, all the 10 commandments are for everyone. Yeah, you're supposed to follow them, you get. So if someone gives out, you're going to get, you get. But you find that I've gone to some orphanages, I've gone like to some places like, and you find that most of the people who are donating are not actually even from Uganda. They are not blacks, they are whites. Why? Because they found out a secret, a bigger secret for us we've not yet found out. You get it? And because they are showing love to people, that's why God is blessing them more. So in the new year, you know, we are winding up 2020, we are winding up rather 2019, we are coming to 2020. Let us make sure that we also do that. Let us also involve ourselves in donations. You find out that people are going to go for maybe a group tour or a road trip, and people will contribute and go, but tell them that we are soliciting some money for a cancer uh, hospital or for anything, you get, and all people will go berserk. You'll not hear them, you'll not hear from them at all, you know, because you've brought in something they are not ready for or they don't want. Let us learn to donate. Donation doesn't mean that you have to give out 500 millions, or you have to give out 1 million, or you have to give out 200,000, or you have to give out 50,000. You can donate anything you have. Even a mere donation of 1 packet of pencils or 1 packet of pens is enough for someone, and that person will always remember you and they'll pray for you at the end of the day. A mere donation of 1 shirt is enough. Take that shirt to Karamoja and you see how those people will be so happy. Donating 1 dress, you know. And it doesn't mean that you helping starts from going to further places, or you first go to Karamoja to help people and you give them food because they don't have. You first go to Kiriandongo, Sijui, you first go Sijui where. No, it starts within. Maybe even your neighbor, they don't have what to eat and you're seeing it, you've noticed they don't have. Why not share with them what you have? Or maybe on your village, someone, you see a person who doesn't have what even to put on. Why not? Or let's say in your church, you found out that someone doesn't have what to put on, or they don't have a shoe and you donate a shoe. Yeah, of course it's going to make them happy. So do that, you will not regret it. And you create a conversation with a homeless person. One of the things you're going to truly learn from them. Yeah, because you don't know their part of the story. That's how they came to be on the street. You know, what made them be like that? What made them be homeless? Let me tell you something. No, it's not that all the homeless people you see on the streets that they were born homeless. If you get time and you converse with those people, you find that other people were once in big bungalows. They had like big sums of money. I've ever seen someone like who said that he used to have big chunks of money, like he had a lot of money, was rich, and he was working in something like real estate and all that. But one of his friends lied to him and he stole all the money from him, so he went back to zero, in that he was just from his house and all that, and he ended up being on the street, you know. And that gave me a lesson not to trust a lot people, because if your true friend, like your best friend, can do that to you, it means anyone can do it. So find time and you jazz with those homeless people, you know. And when you're listening to them, truly listen to them. Don't go maybe to laugh at them. Don't do that. You will learn to them, and you'll find that maybe you'll even have a way of helping that person come out of the street, because it's not their liking. No one wakes up one day and they ask them, what do you want to be, and they say, I want to be homeless. I've never seen. Even these young kids we see, we used to be young, and they ask you, what do you want to be in the future? I've never seen anyone saying, I want to be homeless. No. So it's the same thing. Then my last point, hey, is encouraging having positive topics. Whenever you're in groups, or you're jazzing with someone, or you're conversing with other people, try to make sure you bring positive topics. I know some people, we are not different. You find that maybe for you, you're a person who is positive, but maybe you have those who are negative. You know, all the time there are people who are going to bring negative topics. They will bring racism, they will bring gossip. They want to backbite others. They want to talk about others. They want to put others down. They want to stab others in the back, you know. So whenever people are doing that, try to change the topic and you put it to the other way around. You get? Yeah, because at the end of the day, I remember I talked about gossiping, and I was like, it feels good when you are conversing about another person, but when it's you, hey, you don't like it. So do the same to other people, and you know, that will be a way of kindness. It will be a way of showing love to other people. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much. And I'll still ask you, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, because that is one way of supporting my YouTube channel, and to encourage me to shoot more videos. It will help me know that people are there benefiting from my videos and are learning from them, and it will encourage me also to make more videos. Remember, I said I'm a busy person. I work, and I make sure I create time to shoot videos. Sometimes I shoot these videos at night. You know, I work up to late hours, and then I come and I shoot videos. You know, it's just sacrificing, and to show that to other people who really need to learn, you know. And I really thank you so much. Thank you for loving me. May God bless you. Bye bye.